Okay, it's another edition of After Five. Like five, 1, 2, 3, 5.
See it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. After 5.
What?
So it's a boy Rumizi. Say somebody said I should not be saying.
You are not a boy, please.
Who
You are
said
not a
so?
boy. With all this baby,
My wife calls me baby.
that's your wife, man.
All right, guys, it's After 5. You know what time it is. We are here to have fun. We are here to educate you, educate ourselves, to create awareness, and all the topics that will be dropping here every week are to make you have fun, increase your hope, and of course create awareness. So sit back, relax. I'm here with
Yes, as always, your usual suspect, Chris Vedu T. That's how we roll today.
Yes.
Yeah, and today we're coming with a very, very important topic that affects everybody. If you're a parent, you're not a parent, but you're aspiring to be a parent, it's important to you listen. It's important for you to listen to us today.
Yeah, if you have little ones too.
Yes. I'm sure if you're not a parent, you have some younger ones, and we want to talk about something that that will affect you, whether you like it or not, and that's children and gadgets.
Yeah, Chris, personally, you see this part, I wish I can just go on the other side and be listening while people talk. If you know, I have 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 7-year-old, and I know what it means to take this thing called gadgets away from them. The phones, the iPads, or put the TV on, the games and the rest of it. I understand these things are meant to help them.
Yeah.
So straight to my question to you, Chris. You're a parent too, like me. Do you think it's wrong to, make the kids, or to take these gadgets away from the kids?
Do I think it's wrong? It's not wrong. You see, I'm an advocate for expose your kids from the beginning.
Okay.
Listen, back in the days when we were growing up, a very, very few of us, our parents restricted us from toys and games because they thought it was going to corrupt our minds.
Yeah.
But we have so much. We missed a lot of us missed a lot because we did not play with those toys, and people like us will have gone into tech or something even more better than that, because our parents took away some techy things from us that would have made us, try to go into those kind of things.
So would it be now? Okay, let's call it it's lack of their own.
Yes. Back in the days, because it wasn't everybody that could afford those kind of
Exactly.
It wasn't everybody that could afford those kind of luxuries.
We even had time in the house when you have to put on the TV, and they say, okay, we watch TV from this time to this time, and you read your books from this time to this time. But today, the internet, even the thing that you're looking for in that book is even in the gadgets.
My brother, when we were growing up, TV. Okay, for those of you who don't understand, when we were growing up, it wasn't 24 hours television. TV starts by 4 and ends by 12. And if my father catches you, if my papa catches you watching television,
we know the programs.
Yes,
yes.
If my father catches you watching television by 10 o'clock, you are in for it. Right. So what I'm trying to say right now is that the world has changed so much, and we should expose our kids to as much gadgets as we can.
Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is that these kids are in the digital age right now.
Exactly.
They especially we that are giving birth to the Gen Zs, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that these kids are so curious that they want to understand how a computer works? They want to understand how a laptop can operate, how a television can operate.
Yeah.
For example, I have my first daughter is 2.5 years old, and she has every detail of, if you give her my phone, she knows where everything is.
Yeah.
2 things she does on my phone. She always wants to go on YouTube, and she always knows what she wants to watch.
Okay, that's the point now. On YouTube, there are contents that are for them and there are contents that are not for them. So how do we restrict these kids from, getting hold of those contents that are not meant for them?
Expose them even more. The more these kids are exposed, the more they are able to decipher what is good and bad early. Because if you take away these things from these kids, you are driving them towards so much
they want
curiosity. They are so curious that you either teach them or they learn by themselves. When they learn by themselves, it is bloody.
Okay.
It is bloody.
Yeah. Okay, growing up, you remember how we grew up reading books, novels, and the rest of it. But these days, we have those things on the e-copies. We have e-novels, we have e-books, and the rest of it. Now, I have a 5-year-old that what he does is, if you give him the hard copy of a book to read, is a problem. But those things, just give it to him on what do you call it, on
E-platform.
yeah, iPad or the phone. You will see him
excelling it.
So
it's actually in the gene, right? Because you see, when you're growing up, whether we like it or not, technology or all those things are hereditary, right?
Yeah.
You're growing up to learn about some certain technological advancement.
sure.
It's in you. You give birth to kids. These kids gets your gene in them, and the their learning ability gets to increase as they grow up, plus what they get to see. Some of the gadgets you have in your house now, you didn't have them when you were kids.
Yeah,
they get to, like, my little girl can actually watch cartoon on Netflix. Yes, she puts on the television. She's 2.5 years old. Because we have the kids section of Netflix. She knows where.
I registered them with all their
she knows what to watch.
Yeah.
Like I said, do not remove them from it. Instead, introduce them to it and direct them. Because if you don't, they will discover and they will destruct.
Okay. Now let's take the discussion to this angle now. I've come to understand that yes, it is not totally right to take these gadgets away from them.
Yeah.
But it is not all the time. So what time exactly do you think is right to have these kids, use these gadgets?
There is no time for anything. Start as early as you want or can, so they can grab as early as they want or they can.
Okay, this is my experience. Your kids are 2 and 9 months. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I have 7 years and I have 5 years, and the difference now is that these ones have grown. They've come to understand a few things about life, and the actual truth is this. They are learning some things in school. They are learning mathematics. They are learning English. They are learning the rest of it. This phone, to some people, might be a distraction. Okay, I will give them this phone now when they come back to school as, okay, you have it from 4 to maybe 6. You drop the phone. So the question actually is, what do you believe in that timing? Do you believe in the timing, like you use the phone?
Now I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay, Ecclesiastes 3:10. To everything there is a season.
Yeah.
You need to impact that in the kids. Don't sleep when you're supposed to play. Don't eat when you're supposed to sleep.
That settles it.
That's exactly what.
Teach
these kids the way of the Lord, and as they grow, they shall not depart from them. Thank you very much, guys. It was a wonderful show today again. Like we always say, After 5 is that show where you get to learn everything and anything. Comment section, anything you think we didn't capture on this topic. Comment section, tell us what you think, you and your kids and the gadgets. See you again next week. I don't know if you have something to say.
Yeah, basically I told you I jumped into this topic with an open mind to learn, and I think I've picked 1 or 2, and I want to pick more from you listening, and whatever you have to tell us, just be polite, drop it there, and we'll of course get back to you if we have to. It's After 5 and Rumizi signing out,
and I'm your boy Chris Veduti. Oh, your boy. Thank you guys, see you next week.